how many notes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 notes. Hey guys, welcome. We're getting more beautiful, taller than before, more handsome than the last time I saw you. Time flies, huh? Okay, before you watch the video, make sure you've already got all the answers of this paper. If you haven't, pause this video and go finish it, and then we can talk, all right? Let's talk about this one. S is someone's name. Far too accustomed to the business. That means S was very familiar with the business. In the first sentence, there are 2 notes you have to take. So please prepare a red one and a green one, the different colors, okay? So far too, it means very. Accustomed to, it means familiar with. So S was very familiar with the business. Everyone sympathized with him depending on long hours, minimum wage, and ill-mannered customers. Underline sympathized, please. Sympathized, it means to feel sorry about somebody. Everyone feels sorry about him. Why? Keep looking. Depending on. Correct me if I'm wrong. I guess you're thinking about rely on, count on, right? Actually here, depending on, you should translate according to. Everyone feels sorry for him according to long hours, minimum wage, minimum, please underline. Minimum, it means least. Least wage, you know, the money, the salary. We're not going to talk about these two. So minimum means least money. And ill-mannered, please underline ill-mannered. Ill-mannered, it means rude and unpleasant. Please remember this one. So everyone feels sorry for him because he worked long hours, get the least money, and have to deal with the problems with rude and unpleasant customers. Can you understand these 2 sentences? That's amazing. Let's go on. Although struggling to pay his rent, struggling, please underline. Struggling, it means to make a lot effort to do something. S has to make a lot of effort to pay his rent. Do you know rent? Rent, it's some money you have to pay for someone because you use their house, car, camera, for example, etc. It's not yours. You use other people's things and you have to pay them money regularly. This is a rent. He still went out loud to do something. Okay, underline this one. Go out loud, it means to make a great effort to do something. Go out loud, it means try one's best. So he still trying his best to make, here is another phrase, make blah, 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 laugh. Can you see this phrase? Make somebody laugh, make somebody happy, right? Those lucky enough, that means the people, they're lucky enough to sit at his tables, right? The day was going quick. That means the whole day was going quick, passed quickly. Okay, so in the first paragraph, we've already got how many notes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 notes. Do you like this way to explain? Leave the comments below. Okay, let's go on. He was exhausted when he arrived to work the next day. Exhausted means extremely tired. Underline this one, please. But he went about his daily duties. Went about, it means actually here, it means go about. Underline this phrase, go about, it means to begin with. He began with his daily duties. Duty, it means the work, it's part of your job. Duties, it means the work. He started his everyday work, putting on a brave face. Here we get a phrase, putting on a brave face. It means pretend you're happy and confident, but actually you're not, you don't. So you just pretend you're confident and happy, but actually you don't. So put on a brave face as customers complained about the food and questioned the bill. Question, it means doubt. Maybe they think, oh no, the food is so expensive. Is it right? I have to check. Question means doubt something. Usually, as he prepared to close for the night, it means close the door for the night. A couple of customers, underline this one, a couple of, it means more than two, not two. A couple means two. A couple of means several, a few. So a couple of customers would sit down and order drinks. Most of the crew had left. Crew, underline this one, please. Crew, it means staff. Crew, it means the worker who works, the people who works on a train, plane, etc. Here, crew, it means staff, S-T-A-F-F, staff. Most of the crew had left by closing time. By, it means during the closing time. But S stayed to serve. Eventually, it means finally. The last round, it means the drink. Okay. The person who bought the drinks for a group of people. So the last round was ordered and gave them the bill. The minimum tip was suggested on the receipt. Remember this one? It means, we've already mentioned this one. I posted a video, do you remember? If you don't remember, you can check this video, okay? Let's go on. Tomorrow will be better, murmured he. That means murmured, it means speak or said quietly. Or you can say whispered he, murmured he. Okay, so this is the second paragraph. Let's check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 notes now. So 2 paragraphs, you've already got 22 notes. Wow, man, that's a lot, huh? Can you understand these 2 paragraphs? Wow, amazing. Let's go on. But luck wasn't on his side. Even in approaching, underline approaching, please. Approaching means coming. Even in coming, a group of, see, just now we saw a phrase called a couple of, and now we have another phrase. What can you learn from this one? When you want to say the same meaning in 1 paragraph or 2 paragraphs, try to change the phrases. A lot of, you can say lots of, or a number of, a great number of, variety of, okay? Remember that, guys. So a group of teenagers step in. Step, we've already learned a proverb. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Step. There, in that proverb, step means step. That's a noun. But here, step means came in or walked in, okay? Underline this one, came in. So thankfully, thankfully, it means luckily or fortunately, they were polite and respectful. Respectful, it means they do something in a respect way. You know this one. Let's go on. Their cheerful behavior began to rub off on somebody. Rub off on somebody. It means this is rub off. This is rub. Rub off on somebody. It means their cheerful behavior has already influenced him. His attitude can change like that way. If they're happy, and he get happy. If they're sad, he gets sad. This is the rub off on somebody, okay? In Chinese, it means, yes, you're right. So, rub off on somebody. As always, he did his best. See? Do one's best. Can you see that? Do one's best. We finally see do one's best. Do one's best to do something. Do you remember just now we mentioned struggling? It means make a lot of effort to do something. That's struggling. And then we have a phrase called go out loud to do something. And now do one's best to do something. Wow. When you write a passage or an article, try to use different words, different phrases. Just remember, don't repeat the same words in one paragraph. Okay? Promise me, please? Great. Let's go on. So, as always, he did his best to make their dinner experience a pleasant one. Pleasant, we mentioned that. Unpleasant, rude and unpleasant. It's, do you remember? Ill-mannered, right? But this one, pleasant, means good. Once they finished their dishes, it means food here, remember that? He placed the bill on the table. Place, it means put. He put the bill on the table. Underline this one. Accompanied with, it means go with or exist with. The bill exists with some candies. So sweet, huh? And they placed their note on the receipt. Receipt, we mentioned that word, receipt, and left smiling. Smiling, that means they're happy. Then, when he returned to clear the table means clean the table, you know this one. He was shocked. Shocked means surprised, but in a bad way. Oh, why? He was shocked. The teenagers only left a tip $3, but their total bill was more than $100. Let's stop here for a short while. Let's talk about the tipping culture. You know, in our country, we don't have to pay any tip. So we don't have to worry about that. And that's why in most of the restaurants, we can't get the good service. That makes sense, right? In America, people have to pay 15% to 20% tip. For example, here, the teenager's bill was more than 100. That means they have to pay at least $15 for the tip. But actually, they just pay $3. This is why S was shocked. You know, in the first paragraph, we mentioned that even ill-mannered customers, they have to pay the least. That means a 15% tip to S. But here, the teenagers, they're polite, they're cheerful, respectful, but they pay $3. This was shocked S. Let's keep reading and check what happened, okay? He'd gone above and beyond service the tasty dishes. Here, underline please. We have a go above and beyond. That means give more than somebody expected. So he had gone above and beyond serving the tasty delicious. That means he gave the teenagers better than the expected services and delicious food. So how could they be so rude? And next paragraph. Later that week, he struggled again. He struggled to let go of the awkward memories. Let go of something, it means forget something, okay? Let it go, let it go, let it go, the frozen. So the awkward means awful, bad memories. He arrived at work and expected to be like any other, but there was something left behind the desk for him. The desk, that means that his working table, there was a 2-page handwritten from the teenagers with $18 attached. Do you remember $3, $18? Actually, it's $21. That means they satisfied his services, right? Okay, let's go on. In which they explained, that means in the letter, they explained they were unaware. Remember this one, please. Unaware, it means don't know. They were unaware of the tipping practice. Due to, it means because it being their first time out alone. So they don't know the tipping practice and because this is their first time went out alone. Everything suddenly made sense. It means everything suddenly has a meaning. It means meaningful. Okay, so in this paragraph, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes. 22, 5, that means 27. Okay, let's go on. Oh, by the way, can you understand this paragraph? Later that he struggled. It means he has some problems to let go of, to forget the bad memories, but he has to. The show must go on. He arrived at work and expected to be like any other, but there was something left behind the desk for him. 2-page letter from the teenagers with $18 attached. Attached means fasten or stick together. So in which they explained they were unaware of the tipping practice due to it being their first time out alone. Everything suddenly made sense. Okay, let's go on. All right, guys, let's go on. S was so touched. Touched, it means feeling happy. He was so happy by their gesture. Gesture here, it means their behavior or action. And can you see so blah, blah, that? He was so touched by the gesture that he upload. Okay, check this one. Upload, it means post. He uploaded a picture. S was so touched by their gesture that he posted a picture. So blah, blah, that he was so touched by the gesture that he uploaded a picture of their letter sharing their admirable efforts. Web visitors voiced, it means tell someone's opinion. Web visitors tell their opinion and the reaction. Can you see the reaction? The writer changed another word from gesture to reaction. Was more than positive. More than, underline this one please. More than, it means very, very positive. Okay? Very positive. All right, guys, this is the whole passage. There are so many notes. I hope you learned something from this one. And now we can check the questions. 24. Why did S wear a brave face? Do you remember brave face? We have brave face here. Why he has to do this? A. Serve better. B. Relax himself. C. Sell more drinks. D. Gain a reputation. Here, reputation. Remember, reputation, it means fame. To gain fame? Not really, right? So the correct answer is A. A is right. To serve better. As always, he served better. He tried his best to serve better. Not selling drinks, not to relax himself. 25. What made the teenagers only leave a tip of $3? A. Ignorance of the tipping culture. Ignorance, it means don't know the tipping culture. Correct, right? Because we have unaware. B. Dissatisfaction with the meal. If they're not satisfied with the meal, they will not give 20% tip. They will give 15% tip, right? Doesn't make sense. C. Gratitude for S service. Because they want to thank S, so they give him $3? No. D. Misunderstanding tipping practice. Misunderstanding? No, it's just unaware of. So the correct answer is A. A is correct. 26. Which of the following best describe S? A. Patient and... Okay, underline this one. Innovative. Innovative, it means using or having new ideas. I do think S is patient, but I don't think he has some new ideas, because when ill-mannered people treat him like that way, he just smile, put on a brave face, and even the teenagers give $3, he said nothing. He just accepts the reality, so I don't think he has some new ideas. A is not correct. B. Generous and tolerant. Tolerant means willing to accept something even you don't agree with. Okay, C. Positive and committed. Committed means willing to give your time and energy to something you believe in. D, considerate and ambitious. Ambitious, it means determined to become rich, successful. The correct answer is C. Okay. 27. What can we learn from the teenagers in the text? A, one good turn deserves another. B, actions speak louder than words. Honesty can turn into an opportunity. Now, actually it's D. It is better to make things right than not. This is what the teenagers do. Guys, this is the difference between Chinese reading and English reading. Chinese reading always ask you, what do you think? What does the writer think? How do you know the writer's opinion? It's very difficult to know that. It's just more personal in Chinese reading, but here, you don't have to think about yourself. All you have to do is just find the answer with a clue. All right, guys, this is the whole passage. I hope you learned something from this video. All right. Wow. I never thought I can shoot this video so long. Okay, guys, this is the whole passage. Okay, 24, A is right. 25, A is right. 26, C. 27, it's D. Okay, that's all for today, guys. If you have any questions, just leave the comments below. All right, next time, guys. Peace. Wow, 1 hour.